Let's start with a really provocative idea. What if everything you thought you knew about your followers was wrong? What if they weren't just a passive audience, but could become your actual paid distribution network? It's a concept that completely flips content marketing on its head, and we're going to unpack exactly how it works. But first, why do we even need to have this conversation? Well, let's just get real for a second. Right now, a staggering 77% of all the content that companies create produces absolutely no measurable revenue. Zero. It just gets made, and then it vanishes. And honestly, it gets even more painful. For the small percentage of content that does manage to generate a lead, 3/4 of those leads, 75%, never convert into a sale. So you're putting in all this effort, and the results, they're just not showing up. So what does that look like in, actual dollars and cents? Well, on average, companies are wasting about $850,000 every single year. They're spending it on what we call tactical noise, posts, videos, and articles that feel productive but just don't move the needle. It's a huge, expensive problem. So what we're really looking at here is a fundamentally broken model. The old way of doing things, the traditional go-to-market strategy, it's not just inefficient, it actively destroys the value you're trying to create. Let's dig into why. The core of the problem is this. In the old model, all content is basically disposable. I mean, think about it. You spend hours, maybe even days, crafting the perfect post or reel. You hit publish, it gets a little flurry of likes for maybe, 24 hours? And then, poof, it's gone. Buried forever in the feed, its value just evaporates. Okay, so how do we possibly fix this? Well, it all starts with a huge mindset shift. We have to stop thinking of our content as disposable and start treating it like a real, long-term, valuable asset. And here's the best part. This isn't about creating more work for yourself. Not at all. We're talking about the stuff you're already doing, your posts, your videos, your emails. This whole new model is about taking that existing activity and transforming it into something that builds value for you over time. And this visual just shows the difference so clearly. Over on the left, you've got the old way, a post that just dies in the social feed. But on the right, in this new way, that exact same post becomes a permanent doorway, a little portal that's always on, always driving traffic to a central, evergreen asset. And this is that central asset. It's called a ReadyStack preview. Now, think of it as your greatest hits collection all in one place. It's a curated, super actionable bundle of your best stuff. Your tutorials, your templates, maybe your Miro boards, your partner links, literally everything someone needs to get value right away. It's designed from the ground up to have a permanent shelf life. Okay, so you've got your permanent asset. Now for the real game changer. The next step is to completely rewire the economic relationship you have with your followers. This is the moment they stop being a passive audience and start becoming your active sales team. So, the billion-dollar question, right? How do you actually pull that off? How do you motivate someone who just casually scrolls past your stuff to become a truly invested partner in spreading your work? Well, the answer is you have to completely change the incentives. And here it is. This is the core mechanic, a 40% lifetime recurring commission. It's simple. When a follower shares your ReadyStack and someone signs up through their link, the platform, ReadyStack, pays that follower 40% of the fees for life. And importantly, this isn't coming out of your pocket. It's just built into the system. Now, just stop and think about what this does. It creates this powerful shared economic benefit. Suddenly, your followers aren't just hitting share for free anymore. They're earning real recurring revenue. You're helping them make money, and in return, they're helping your best content find the people who need it most. It's a system that rewards real participation, not just interruption. So when you combine a permanent, valuable asset with a paid distribution network made up of your followers, something pretty magical starts to happen. You create this self-propelling growth engine, what we call a compounding flywheel. And it works like this. Step 1, you just keep creating content, like you always have. Step 2, that content now points to your permanent ReadyStack asset. Step 3, your followers share that asset because, hey, they want to earn their 40% commission. And step 4, their sharing reaches new people who might then become sharers themselves. The whole system just builds momentum and compounds all on its own. This is what unlocks the true long-term power of your community. Every single post you make is no longer a one-time shot that just fades away. Instead, it's another little push that gets that flywheel spinning faster and faster, compounding your effort and your reach over time. Which, of course, brings us right back to that big idea we started with. This model completely reframes the relationship. Your followers aren't just people you talk at anymore. They're your partners. They're your collaborators. They're a core part of your income engine. So I'll just leave you with this final thought to chew on. Imagine, for a minute, if your growth wasn't just on your shoulders anymore. What if it wasn't limited by your own budget or your own time? What if it was actively funded, amplified, and scaled by the very network of people who already believe in what you do? That's the potential we're talking about.